Hi. We're at that time of year again where the pressure gets a little worse, or maybe much more. It's February again, and I know that's around the period where people get into undue pressure, you know, just looking for somewhere to fit in, just to feel among, But I just want to share a few thoughts with us. So let's get into it. So I wrote a few things down. You really need to hear this. So I want to speak to you briefly about your courage. So let's talk about timidity because I see a lot of people who are just very timid, and a lot of times I can't. I try to understand people, try to say, okay, where is this coming from, or what have they been through, and all that. But the fact just remains that. By all means, timidity is not attractive. It is not attractive at all. There are people out there who want to get into relationships, who are trying to get the right person, who are trying to, attract the right person. But you need to know timidity is not attractive. It is not. It is only attractive to predators. Yes, you might want to take that down. I've seen people who say, "Oh, why do I keep attracting this same kind of people that just use me and dump me? Why do I keep attracting this kind of people who don't value me?" Well, you need to watch yourself. How are you carrying yourself? What presentation are you putting out? Okay, because there's a way you are presenting yourself that is making you attract those particular kind of people. So let me read what I have here. It says, timidity is not attractive, it is only attractive to predators. It says, fix your inner view of yourself and carry your outward frame with esteem and worth, with value. It says, you make yourself an easy target for predators and bullies. And once you show up looking timid, you make the job very easy for them. They're the kind of people they are looking for. Okay, when people talk about narcissists, bullies, predators, they know their praise, and they know what they are looking for. Once you present yourself, they know if they can prey on you or not. So it says it says you sell yourself out very cheaply without even saying a word. Your courage speaks so loud. And the more interesting part, the sadder part, is that once you open your mouth, you confirm to them what your courage was saying. You confirm to them what your mouth had not said before. Why? How? Because you begin to speak from your inner self. You begin to speak what you believe. A lot of people don't understand, they don't realize that there's a frame that they are speaking from. When you carry trauma, when you carry wounds that are not healed, when you carry past pains and hurts and you refuse to let them go, they will frame your world, they will frame your view, they will form a language within you. There's a way you begin to speak, and you will not know that you are selling yourself out in a certain way. You will not know that you're beginning to attract a certain kind of people. And guess what? You will also begin to repel those who are already aware of that kind of language. Those who know what they are looking for on the other side. They know they don't want a pity party kind of relay. They don't want anybody that has not healed. They know the sound of pain. They know the sound of wounds. They know the smell of it. So once you begin to release that, they move away. No, 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 this is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I want. So they move away from you. So is that what you want? Do you really want to keep attracting those kind of people? Do you really want to be in pain? Do you really want to never, never really move on? Because you're trying so hard to move on, but you're still holding on to the baggage from the past. And that is why it's not leaving you. That is why it's still there. Okay. So I wrote here, you can't deny your inner beliefs. You can't, no matter how much you try to hide it, it will seep out through your words. You sell out yourself with your language, with the words you speak. You're meeting somebody for the first time, you're just a friend, you're already starting to tell them how the last person treated you. You're already starting to, starting the victim. No, 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 don't do that. Start on a clean slate. You don't need to tell this person what the last person did to you. No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. And don't do that to this new person either. Because even if he was not a predator, he doesn't want to come and nurse anybody. Nobody wants to come and nurse a wound, whether you're male or female. Nobody wants to nurse wounds. Heal. People want whole people. Okay? People want whole people, because if you're a whole person and you go and attach yourself or get into a relationship with someone who is not, who is half, you're automatically reducing the other person. It is whole plus whole that is wholesome. Let me put it that way. Whole plus whole equals wholesome, but whole with half is going to reduce the other person. Glory to God. So please, let's look into that. Your self-esteem is very important, very very important. So I hope you got one or two things from that. Let me quickly share this story with us so that you know that it's very very vital to pay attention to your language, to the sound you're making, to the voice, your what you're releasing. There was a story I heard of a man who went hunting with a friend. Okay, so this friend was not familiar with hunting. He just followed his friend, but the hunter was very uh, used to it. So he had his skills, tactics, and the way they go about everything. So when they got into the woods, the hunter put on a certain kind of outfit, that paraded him like an animal, just to fit in. So he began to make a certain sound. And the friend was like, "What is that? What kind of sound is that? Why are you making that sound?" He said, "Don't worry, just calm down." It wasn't long after he made that sound that a wild animal suddenly showed up, and then he hunted down that wild animal. So later he began to explain to his friend and told him that that sound he was making was the sound of a sound that a particular animal makes when it is wounded. When the animal is in pain, when it is hurt, when it is wounded, that is the sound it makes. So that was the sound he was making, which deceived that wild animal to believe that there was a wounded animal somewhere that he could easily come and prey upon. So imagine that you will not even know that you are the one attracting this. You are the one beckoning on them. You are the one inviting them just by your outlook, your carriage, your language. Have you seen people walking and they can't even look up? Maybe you got late for an event, or you are not even. Maybe you are in the midst of a crowd and you need to go to the bathroom. Then you see people walking with their head down, and I'm like, bro, walk upright, raise your head, square your shoulders, walk properly. You are human beings. They are human beings. They don't have two heads. Even if they have two, they are the ones that have problem, not you. Walk properly. Carry yourself with poise. You understand? Walk the way you normally walk. Don't let anybody put pressure on, and don't put pressure on yourself from inside of you by what you believe. So, this thing is not something you can fix by teaching somebody, oh, this how to the right way to walk, the right way to carry yourself, the right see. You need to fix the inner. Once you fix your inner structure, the outward frame will realign. Once you begin to believe the right things about yourself inside, the way you carry yourself outwardly will also align. So I hope you've learned one or two things today. We'll see some other time. Bye.